Sometimes, the most barren places on Earth can be the most dramatic, the most romantic, and the most epic landscapes for movies.
We travel far beyond the reach of men and machines.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 desert movies.
A desert holiday, let's pack the drag away.
For this list, we're taking a look at a combination of the best-loved and most critically acclaimed movies set in the desert.
Desert Planet.
For the purpose of our list, while we know that a desert can refer to any desolate area of land where there is little precipitation or plant or animal life, like a snowy wilderness, we will be referring to the hot, sunny, and sandy variety.
You can't explore from the air, Maddox. If you could explore from the air, life would be very simple.
Number 10, The Mummy.
Jonathan?
Yes.
I think you found something.
The story of this fantasy horror flick is set when it is revealed that Imhotep, a priest in ancient Egypt, has been punished after a tryst with the pharaoh's mistress by being entombed alive with a curse and carnivorous scarabs.
The Magi would never allow him to be released, for he would arise a walking disease, a plague upon mankind, an unholy flesh-eater with the strength of ages, power over the sands, and the glory of invincibility.
Thousands of years later, adventurer Rick O'Connell and wannabe Egyptologist Evelyn Carnahan, played by Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, go on an adventure to search for the city of the dead and unwittingly unleash the cursed mummy. Filmed both near and in the Sahara in Morocco, the Mummy's crew had to suffer through a lack of water, dust storms, snakes, and scorpions during their production. No carnivorous scarabs, though. Number 2, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money.
With a powerful score by Ennio Morricone highlighting the action and building the tension, this is the ultimate spaghetti western. Directed by the legendary Sergio Leone, the movie follows 3 roguish men, played by Eli Wallach, Lee Van Cleef, and, of course, Clint Eastwood, during the American Civil War as they search for buried gold. A deeply cynical movie that draws on the themes of violence, obsession, and black humor, all while maintaining stylish cinematography. Many of the film's barren landscapes were actually sets built in the vast, dry region of northern Spain.
You see, in this world, there's 2 kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig. You dig.
Number 8, The Flight of the Phoenix.
You've done much marching in desert terrain?
A year after the release of the book of the same name, Robert Aldrich came out with this disaster/survival movie that takes place after a plane crashes somewhere in the Sahara Desert.
I tell you now, mate, we're better off right here than traipsing off on that bloody desert.
The crew must then contend with the heat, hostile natives, and dehydration as desperation, fanaticism, and anger play out in rebuilding a usable plane from the wreckage.
This is hard work. These men can't stand hard work.
Watching each other die could be even harder.
With many desert scenes filmed in Yuma County, Arizona, and Imperial County, California, the film boasts an all-star cast that includes James Stewart, Richard Attenborough, Peter Finch, and Ernest Borgnine, among others.
Oh, easy.
Number 7, The English Patient.
Hello. Jeffrey gave me your monograph when I was reading up on the desert. Very impressive.
As this Oscar-winning film opens, a Canadian nurse takes care of a disfigured, wounded patient in an abandoned monastery.
Really? That's sudden.
While being read Herodotus and being angrily questioned by a vengeful addict about his past, he begins to remember his life in a series of flashbacks.
Well, the desert it's for a woman, it's very tough.
With all of the desert scenes shot in Tunisia, the rich, complex, and powerful story is directed with vision and features breathtaking performances by Ray Fiennes, Willem Dafoe, Colin Firth, Juliette Binoche, and others.
What do we find in the desert? Arrowheads, spears. In a war, if you were in the desert, you were in North Africa.
Number 6, Dune.
A desolate, dry planet with vast deserts. The planet Dune, also known as Arrakis.
In this dazzling film adaptation of the Frank Herbert novel, director David Lynch takes us to the planet of Arrakis, or Dune, home to a race of natives known as the Fremen, who are waiting for a messiah of sorts.
We don't know much about the Fremen. They live in the deep desert, some of them in the cities. They have blue within blue eyes.
At the same time, a battle between the Atreides and the Harkonnens is raging, And at the same time, a young hero rises against an evil magnate at the head of the spice melange operation, one of the known universe's most important substances.
Take him to his desert to die.
Unforgettable images and a haunting soundtrack mark some of the best features of this visual feast filmed in Mexico. And it has gained a considerable cult following since its release.
We will not be prisoners here in this place.
Behold, as a wild ass in the desert, go I forth to my work.
Number 5, Stargate.
What is that?
It's your Stargate.
The first release in the Stargate franchise, this science fiction action-adventure stars Kurt Russell and James Spader as part of a crew that walks through a stone portal described in ancient hieroglyphics and finds themselves in an alternate world. When they encounter a group of oppressed desert inhabitants who are ruled by a tyrant, they find themselves embroiled in both a romance and a violent revolution. Referred to by some as a cross between Ben-Hur and Star Wars, Stargate was filmed partially in Arizona and was a commercial success.
Give my regards to King Tut, asshole.
Number 4, Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior.
And the Road Warrior? That was the last we ever saw of him.
It's a violent, hostile, barren, and anarchistic future we have to look forward to, if things are anything like what we see in this post-apocalyptic Mad Max sequel. Warlords and marauders battle and kill each other for gasoline, and Mel Gibson is the Clint Eastwood type who must drive a tanker full of the stuff through a brutal army of warriors that tries to stop him with a barrage of bizarre automobiles and weapons. Brimming with action, energy, and excellent cinematography, this award-winning 80s classic, filmed in New South Wales, Australia, is one of the very best of its kind. Number 3, Aladdin.
Wow.
Sparkling with fantastic visuals and possessing a script that crackles with excitement and wit, this is the classic story of a rich girl who meets a boy who finds a genie who encounters an evil wizard who wants to marry the girl to become the new powerful sultan.
A beautiful desert bloom such as yourself should be on the arm of the most powerful man in the world.
It features a gang of eclectic supporting characters that give this flick life, including Gilbert Gottfried as the parrot Iago, Jonathan Freeman as the evil Jafar, and the incomparable Robin Williams as the lovable genie.
What would you wish of me? Be ever impressive.
Set in the Arabian desert, this is one animated movie you won't want to miss.
Arabian nights like Arabian days.
Number 2, Three Kings.
Operation Desert Storm?
In this blend of war, comedy, politics, and action, director David O. Russell introduces an unlikely team of U.S. infantrymen who discover a map leading to secret gold bullion hidden in secret bunkers.
We three kings be stealing the gold.
Quiet down.
My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends.
Hey, just shut up, okay?
Composed of George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, Spike Jonze, and Ice Cube, the group of soldiers that goes on this unauthorized mission must deal with the aftermath of the Gulf War and an Iraqi revolt against Saddam Hussein.
The big army in the desert, come on, it's an emergency.
Filmed in the deserts of Mexico, California, and Arizona, the film's quality surprised critics and was both commercially successful and critically acclaimed.
Christ, I came out to the desert because nobody else had the balls to do it.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Here's hoping the desert's big enough for the two of us.
3 of us.
I think we lost him. Do you think we lost him?
No.
Neither do I.
So you will hydrate, you will train, you will adjust to this desert, and you'll hydrate some more.
We've had an accident in the desert. Would you mind if...
Put that down. Put that down.
Please.
Number 1, Lawrence of Arabia.
The revolt in the desert played a decisive part in the Middle Eastern campaign.
Come on, you can't say that you didn't see this one coming. Capturing history, characterization, incredible performances, and both natural and man-made phenomena on an unprecedented scale, David Lean's epic is still considered one of the greatest films ever made.
What is your name?
My name is for my friends.
Starring Peter O'Toole as the controversial hero, an unstable cross between charisma and volatility, and a host of excellent supporting characters, the landscape is almost as spectacular as the direction, score, and story. Filmed in Jordan, Morocco, and Spain, this is one film that has stood the sands of time. Pun intended.
Come on, then!
Do you agree with our list?
Who says this?
Which desert movie is your favorite?
Tell you all about it when I got the time.
For more hot top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Tell you what, you can keep my share of what the birds and the hides will bring if you use the money to buy a ticket to Dallas.